You're watching Shoot Your Shot TV, and today we got more vintage runners. We got the Nike Daybreak, straight from 1979. You already know what it is. It's Shoot Your Shot TV, Shoot Your Shot Records, and the Nike Daybreak. Let's get it. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Shoot Your Shot TV. I'm your host, Paul. Shout out to the producer of the show, C-Rock Behind the Lens. In here, more vintage runners for you guys. If you're not familiar with the channel, over here at Shoot Your Shot TV, we love our vintage Nike runners. We've reviewed a couple pairs before. We've reviewed the Nike Skylons. We've reviewed the Nike Airspan 2. We just love our vintage Nike runners in the archive that Nike has. They've been killing it back then, they're still killing it today, and they finally brought back the Nike Daybreak, which originally released back in 1979, and they got as close to that model as they could with the new retro. And C saw him on Nike.com. He thought this was a shoe that he'd really enjoy, so he picked them up. I think they were $100. Can't beat that. And we have them in hand, ready to review, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Nike Daybreak. Here they are, the Nike Daybreak, straight from 1979. Let's get a smell of vintage runners. Groovy, 1970s, man. But nah, moving on. This shoe, very lightweight in hand. You have this predominantly nylon upper with a little bit of suede for the accent. Suede right here where the laces go. Suede on the back of the heel. And suede mudguard right here. A little bit of the sole peeking out. Look like two front teeth, but it goes with the sole. And you have a Nike hit on the back of the heel in gray, and you have this nice black leather Nike swoosh, and you have a Nike swoosh on the tongue right here, and it has like a nice nylon lightweight upper similar to the Cortez that come in nylon as well. Yeah, very lightweight in hand. You got that polyurethane midsole with that classic Nike waffle sole, what they're known for. Bill Bowerman in them. Shout out the guys. But yeah, not too much going on. Very simple, very classic, very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Over here, man, we just love these vintage Nike runners. Let's see how they feel on foot. That was our signature on-foot look. Crep check really quick. I'm wearing the Nike Airspan 2. We've previously reviewed those as well, as I've mentioned in the intro. You can check that review out below. Over here at Shoot Your Shot TV, we like to break down the shoe into 3 important categories: comfort, style, and price, and then we give it an overall rating at the end of that. So we're gonna jump right into it. As far as comfort goes, it's not the most comfortable out there. It's lacking in cushion, but I mean, it is 1979. They didn't have a lot of air units, actually no air units at all. All you really have is this rubber midsole to give you a little bit of bounce. It is a little bit narrow, but it's not a deal breaker. So as far as comfort goes, I'm gonna have to give it a 2 out of 5 just for the fact that it doesn't have a lot of bounce to it. Moving on to style. This is a very stylish shoe. Over here, like I said, we love our Nike runners, our vintage ones, our ones from the 80s, 90s, and now I guess even the 70s. This is our first time reviewing one of Nike's earlier models, and it just has a classic look to it, which is really in right now. You see people like Sacai, they take from these kind of shoes and they put their twist on it. So people love the Sacais right now. The Sacais remind me of vintage waffle runners from the 70s because they take that same nylon upper, they might double stack the tongue, give you more sole in the back. And this right here is a timeless model. So as far as style, I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 5 because it will never go out of style. Classic. Moving on to price, these retail for $100, which isn't bad at all. C really liked them, he had to have them, and he just scooped them up. That's not bad for $100. I'm gonna have to give that a 5 out of 5 because anywhere under 120 or less, perfect. So 5 out of 5 as far as price, bringing us to a grand total of 12 out of 15 on the Shoot Your Shot rating system. Not bad at all. But let us know how you guys feel about the Nike Daybreak in the comments below. Let us know what your favorite vintage Nike is. I think we have a pair of Forrest Gump Cortez that we're gonna review shortly. We're gonna continue bringing you guys shoes from every decade, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, new shoes from now. We're in the 2020s now, so we're just gonna keep bringing you shoes from all eras. It just don't stop, man. But that's our episode. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button. Do it now. Promise you won't be disappointed. Tons of binge-worthy content for you guys to enjoy. And also, my album is out right now. Okay, Let's Get It, produced by C-Rock. Go get it. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to my homie Joe over at Kane and Abel. Thank you for the shirt. Really appreciate it. Make sure you follow him in his clothing line below. I'll put the links and pick you up some gear. He makes really good quality hoodies. This shirt is very heavy. I like the feel and the fit to it. So shout out my guy Joe. Also, shout out to our affiliates, the Game Ball Podcast. Make sure you click the link below. Check out the pod. That's our episode. It was the Nike Daybreak. It's Shoot Your Shot TV, Shoot Your Shot Records. We're going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.